have the collar, and he's gonna have the knee. And his whole goal here, guys, is to drop his knee on the floor and pull my arm and pass the guard. So, like I said before, I'm always aware of where his power is in this position. So when Ben does this position, all his power is in this hip, dropping his knee to the mat. So this hip right in front of me is where the power is. If I push his chest, if I throw my leg here, if I do anything, I'm not addressing where his power is. So I'm going to be using a lot of energy that I shouldn't be using. So go back. So every time Ben does this pass, immediately I connect my reverse belly kiva hook in. What does this do? It gives me a second to keep his knee off the mat to address his hip. So now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put my arm under my knee. So now what just happened? Ben can't connect his knee to the floor now because my arm is under my knee. So now I shut off the power in his hip, which shuts off this pass. Now that the pass is shut off, I control the sleeve, I control the cross collar, I start throwing my leg on his shoulder. What is he going to do when I throw my leg on his shoulder? He's going to address this. He's not going to want me to put my foot here. So now all his weight is on his hip. I push his hip down, I go spider, I throw my leg over his shoulder, I square my hip. I connect my foot under his armpit, and now I'm ready to attack. Again, to get here, so you go. I hook, I connect my foot to his hip. I connect my arm under my knee, so now he can't put his knee to the floor. Because now his power is off here, now I can start getting my collar sleeve, I can throw my leg here, he lifts up his hip. I bend his body. Now because his body is bent, all his weight's on his upper body now. Before, his weight was on his legs. Once I get his weight to the upper body, I start attacking the upper body. So I put my foot on the bicep, throw my leg over, I square my hip, I connect my foot under his armpit. 4 fingers inside. I'm going to make a knee shield on his body, and I'm going to put the ball of my knee, the knee shield, right on his hip, where his power is. And because his knee is on the mat, his weight is not on top of it. So if his weight was on top of me, I wouldn't be able to do this because his weight's on his upper body. But because he's using his legs, I'm going to take advantage of this. How am I going to do that? I'm going to grab this collar. I'm going to push his weight more onto the floor. Because he's not on me, I can move my head away. I'm going to get on my elbow. I'm just posting my forearm on the mat, on my elbow. I'm going to sit up, take out my bottom leg, and I'm going to clear it and get to the bicep. And now I can go back to collar sleeve.